Welcome back to the GridLocked F1 podcast. Today is our first episode of the 2026 season, and we're going to be giving our preview to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne. So, guys, let's talk about it. What are your thoughts going into the race weekend?
Starting us out here, I was surprised with what happened with the Aston Martins. Especially, I mean, as I've read more about it, I was surprised that I don't remember which driver said this, but they said if they drive the car like 25 laps, they're risking like severe nerve damage in their hands.
Yeah, both of
Like
them said that.
the vibe throughout all this testing for it to like have that bad vibration issues and stuff, like for your car like really not to be working too well. I feel like maybe something leadership wise that team needs to be maybe moved around or something.
Yeah. It's crazy how like last year so many people had like high hopes for Aston Martin, especially because of like they thought the Adrian Newey effect would like go in or something. But I think they're definitely gonna be back of the grid this year, especially with all these problems they've been having. And it's kind of sad to see that, like, especially like so many people, so many great minds have gone to that team and now they're struggling, which is kind of,
Yeah,
unexpected. But I guess effort. They say for F1, expect the unexpected.
they built
Yeah.
like such a super team in terms of like technical people, and yeah, it's weird to see them fail like this. I mean, when Adrian Newey was hired as the team principal, like I felt like, he's not really the team principal type. Like he's more of like just
Yeah.
he's like an aerodynamic mastermind, but like leading a team, maybe leave that to someone else.
I agree.
Let's see how he bounces back with them. And yeah, how many races do you think they're gonna be struggling for? Like not even completing, looks like.
Well, we have after this race, there is another race weekend, or we have a break
Yeah,
of
right away.
Okay.
China?
China, yeah.
I don't know, to be honest.
It depends on when Honda can fix their engine too, because I think at least the chassis and the aerodynamics of the Aston Martin are really good. The engine causes those vibrations, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like the dampening in the engine.
Uh, Another thing that I just saw today, the F1 intro came out.
Oh, they released it already?
Yeah,
Same.
same music, but all the drivers have new poses.
Really?
And they,
Even George?
yeah, George is not doing the T pose anymore. Kimmy has the new meme pose. Nice
What
little.
is it? Oh, okay. I'll look at it after this. I didn't know I thought they would like premiere it at the race or something.
They did this morning, pretty sure. Okay, so like going into this race weekend, what are your expectations?
To be honest, I don't think I really have any expectations other than how we predicted, like something similar to how we predicted, like the team kind of championship. Like, I mean, that's really the only thing that I feel like could be close predictions, but I think everything else, like, it's kind of hard to see right now where people would be.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't really been paying attention to like, I know they do like the like drivers reactions before the weekend stuff like that. I didn't watch that yet. So, I mean, I could probably gauge better based on like what they're saying, but I haven't really seen too much.
out of all the teams, I feel like Red Bull might be sandbagging, especially during practice or like testing. I feel they might come out to bang this weekend. Hopefully, as a Verstappen fan, and also Leclerc predicted him to win the championship. He does good.
Yeah. Ferrari, hopefully. I mean, just like that top three, top four has been like, I think everyone can see them being at the top, I guess. Right? Kind
Yeah.
of interchangeable.
Yeah.
Because they all were pretty successful during testing. So just like, I guess any combination of like Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes being on the top would make sense.
I feel like we're gonna have Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari filling out the weekend.
Really? You usually have Max on top always.
Yeah,
But you
I
think Hadjar's gonna weigh it down a little bit?
I
I was
think
gonna
so.
say, do you think finally we're gonna see closer, like
don't
less of
think
a
so.
gap between Hadjar and Verstappen?
Yes, less of a gap than Yuki, but still a fairly large gap because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who you are. Like, there's kind of just not really much of a. If you're in the same car as Max, there's not really much of a competing with Max.
Yo, are you on Program C?
We are keeping this in the video.
Yeah. Yo, show them what you have to do.
Wait, does it say? Does it say in the program thing, by the way, like which one is what at what time?
Wait, do you have
Yeah.
Program C? You have
Program
Program
B.
C? B? Okay. So I remember mine rang around like this same time of day, like around 7.
Okay. What were we saying?
I don't remember. What were we saying?
Oh, about Mercedes Red Bull, and then what's it called?
Yeah.
Ferrari. I think it's gonna be a crazy race start.
Yeah, I would
Especially
agree with that.
yeah, because
I think it's gonna be quite a chaotic race.
yeah.
Race weekend.
I mean, last year, in my opinion, Australia was probably my favorite race of the season. So I think potentially, especially with like not knowing anything, not knowing how these regulations are in a racing, like in the Grand Prix, you know, it's gonna be really interesting. Hopefully. What else was I gonna say?
All right, so you want to move
I'll
on?
come back to because I was thinking of something. I was gonna ask what weather do you like? Do you
Yeah,
guys
I
know
was
what
about to ask
weather?
that too. I forgot
Yeah,
that.
Let me check the
Weather-
I
weather
didn't
right now.
check. I didn't check.
Yeah, can you check?
Because last year in the rain, that was
Yeah.
really
That was nice, especially for the new regulations starting off with the rain. Like
that would be kind of crazy. That would almost
Yeah.
be too crazy.
Low
in my
chance, about 5% chance of rain. Temperature is about 15 to 22 Celsius.
All right, so
40
it should be good
degrees.
weather.
Track temperatures are going to reach about 40 degrees Celsius. So pretty warm.
You know, now thinking about it, with like the Aston's gonna retire, think there'll be any safety cars, virtual safety cars?
opinion. Probably.
What if one of them like has to retire their car earlier than their intentions? Because
Yeah,
they're doing
that's
a
what
minimum
it-
number of laps.
Yeah,
Did,
like
wait,
looking at their car, it's probably gonna break before they even retire it.
that would be.
That could be bad.
Wait, what's
On
the
the
minimum
formation
number
lap.
of laps? What's the minimum number of laps that they got to do?
0.
Mason, there's a chance they might not even qualify, right? 107%
Yeah.
rule.
That's true.
Don't
Yeah.
you get like penalized if you don't hit like a certain like? There's like a requirement, no? Am I
Yeah,
thinking
so
right?
for qualifying, I think it's 107% of what time is like it's a certain. Is it the fastest time or is it?
Oh,
I
107% of what the fastest time is.
Something like that, but
And
they
then if
have
you don't
to
hit
meet
that-
if they don't hit that, they don't qualify. They can't even race. I think is what.
I thought as long as you get in one lap time, you can qualify. I'm not too
There's
sure.
always like
so.
a did not start, right?
Yeah, no, you have to basically you have to set a Q1 qualifying time within 107% of the fastest lap to be able to compete.
Hmm.
So that's really it.
You think they're gonna be
But
21,
that could be
22?
really hard for Aston. I guess we'll see because free
Speak to me.
practice is soon, right? We'll see
Yeah.
in an hour how they're looking.
You want to move on to our predictions?
That's gonna be hard, man.
All right, let's start with pole position. Who do you guys got? Start with
George.
Aiden.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
my
gonna. Okay, no,
Let's
I
go.
agree with Cole. I think George is a pretty safe pick to say pole position. I say he's pretty safe pick for Grand Prix win too. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Both of you got George Russell.
Yeah, just complete George domination.
I got Charles Leclerc. Pole position.
I think that's a bit high, but you know.
No, I mean I think it would be great to see both of them competing for the top spot the entire season. Yeah. I think that would be really entertaining.
All right, so let's do our top 5 in the race and surprise.
I haven't really given this a thought. Maybe like I'm gonna say, hey, George first, but I think it's gonna be a Mercedes 1-2 potentially, because I remember last year Kimi, he qualified pretty low, but then he was able to really make it up by the end of the race. Like this was a pretty good track for him. At least once the race happened, he was pretty good handling the conditions. He was like one of the only rookies to finish the race, which is impressive. So I think this year he'll do good again. So Mercedes 1-2. Probably after that, Charles.
Other thing about these regulations is that like I've heard it's like much harder to overtake.
Even with like what's it called, active arrow? Does it?
Yeah, because I think you can activate that whenever you want, or it just
Yeah.
automatically does it. Because like the battery deployment like ends like halfway through the straight, so like you won't even get it all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, I really hate the new battery and stuff this year because I feel like it's really like a lot less. I mean, I know it charges a lot quicker, so there's gonna be a lot more points of where people will have batteries to deploy. But I feel like it'll be interesting to see how in a race it actually plays out with having a lot shorter batteries because it seemed like at certain points it's really hard to kind of overtake.
Yeah. So Aiden, who's your 3, 4, 5?
Probably Charles at 3. Maybe I don't know. I really haven't given it too much of a thought, but maybe who did I name in the championship predictions? Because I feel like that's probably the safest thing to do.
Or Hamilton and Piastri, I think you said 4 or 5.
To be honest, I don't think. Okay, wait. It is his home race, so maybe I'll give him a bit of a boost, confidence boost, So maybe Piastri podium. So I would like either switch with Charles but he's probably in hopeful. I would hope for top 5 for him, and then either Max or Hamilton in 5th probably. But that the Piastri prediction is kind of like that's just what I hope for. If
He's
that
a
actually
surprise
happens,
driver.
that would be a bit of a surprise if it did happen.
Well, Piastri's a
I think so, just because based on how the teams have been successful, McLaren has probably been the lowest out of the top 4.
and the Australian driver curse.
Yeah.
Not a single one has ever finished on the podium, I think.
Well, I think Piastri could have definitely changed it last year.
Yeah.
That horrible. I remember that moment when both McLarens went on the grass.
All right.
Hopefully
cool.
that doesn't happen again. I hope he breaks
So-
the curse.
I'm gonna think George, Max, and then Charles. That's top 3.
Next two.
Yeah. 4 or 5.
4, 5. Maybe we'd see. How good was Kimi doing recently? How did I have him? Because I feel like their car is fairly good. But maybe, actually, no. I'm trying to think. I don't think Hamilton. I can't even think. I don't think Hamilton was doing that good to really be up there with the car in the past season. So maybe like either Lando, Kimi, maybe Lewis and Lando.
I think Kimi is probably more likely.
Saying Lewis Lando. Lando Kimi.
I feel like it would be pretty close here. Because I feel like, I mean, Ferrari has the best car, but I mean, all of last season we've seen Lewis kind of do fairly bad with everything from, I mean, throughout the whole season, he really wasn't doing the best. So that's why I'm kind of just hesitant to put him up there.
But I think that just the entire regulation period he was doing pretty bad. So,
Yeah, maybe.
and then now he should at least be more used to the team. I have more confidence in him this year. I think.
So maybe Lewis in 5.
Not trying
Yeah.
to change your predictions. I'm just saying.
I know. I'm
Giving
trying
my
to think.
thoughts.
Lewis in 5, and then maybe Lando in 4, and maybe, I mean, Kimi is in like 6 or something.
Really? Okay.
Who's your
I don't know.
surprise driver?
Interesting driver.
Surprise driver, I think, for comparing last season, I'd take Hamilton.
Hamilton?
I think so. I think he's gonna surprise us compared to last
My
season.
top
That is.
5, I would think Leclerc, just because of the start, will be. If I'm predicting him pole, I think he'll start will be really good, and he'll just
probably
keep him behind.
based on
maybe-
how
Yeah, you can.
based on how the Ferrari in those simulated race starts, they can if either of them gets on pole, they could pull away so fast. They'll probably never be seen again by the other driver.
Okay, then I will probably put George because he's in the Mercedes. Then I'll put Max because I like Max. Then I'll put Kimi. I think he'll be a little good this year. And on P5, who do I got? I'll say Isaac Hadjar.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think that is super
That's a
ambitious.
crazy surprise.
That would be like me putting Max as I don't even know. That's like that.
And surprise, I won't even say Hadjar as a surprise. I'll say
What?
I think that would be an amazing surprise.
I'll say Colapinto. Let's see what happens.
A surprise would be Aston Martin finishing the race.
Okay, so
I think
that
would be my surprise.
Yeah, you know what? That is a good surprise. That'd be a good surprise seeing any Aston Martin. Actually, seeing any Aston Martins finish more than 2 laps would be my surprise here.
I doubt they would do that. They're getting out.
Or
of the
what would be the even bigger surprise was one of them finishing ahead of another car that's not one of theirs. If they finish ahead of whoever else is in the back too, that would be even a bigger surprise. Even if it was a DNF.
Okay, I think that's it for this episode. Comment down below your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're steadily growing. Keep coming here before every race weekend and after every race weekend. We do a preview and then a review. So just come back and watch our videos. Stay locked in.
Stay locked
Stay
in.
locked in.
Aiden just on the back on that, yeah.